The Helen Suzman Foundation says Fraser misread Zuma's parole application and he defended the indefensible, and that the former National Commissioner's interpretation undermines the important aspects of consistency and transparency. The foundation argues that Fraser tried to downplay the board's determination that Zuma was stable. Meanwhile, civic organization AfriForum contends that Fraser was duty-bound to uphold recommendations of the Medical Parole Advisory Board not to release Zuma on medical parole, and that Zuma did not meet the prescribed criteria to be released on medical parole. It is only the Medical Parole Advisory Board which can decide whether an application for medical parole complies with the legal requirements.
Well, the most important thing in this case is that justice must prevail and that the law must be applied consistently. It appears, however, in this matter that former President Jacob Zuma is treated as if he is above the law and that the same rules that apply to the rest of us are not applicable to him. This is why AfriForum is involved with this case, to ensure that especially politicians do not get preferential treatment based on the role that they might have played in the past or the role that they are currently playing.
The DA says Zuma's parole was granted on the basis of bias. It maintains that Fraser acted against the binding recommendations of the Medical Parole Board and that the parole decision was made for an ulterior purpose that was reliant on an irrelevant consideration. Zuma says attempts to get him back in prison are doomed to fail due to the misinterpretation of the law. He says the respondents, the DA and Helen Suzman Foundation, have disingenuously and deliberately approached the matter on an incorrect premise. The matter is set for the 15th of August in the SCA. Aphumelele Mdlalane, SABC News, Bloemfontein.